This video is going to go through using the Desmos matrix calculator. So when you go to desmos.com, we're going to click on the drop down Math Tools and click on Matrix Calculator. First thing we're going to do is just create a new matrix. I always like to start off with giving it a name. You can always click New Matrix if you want. But I would probably get the students in the habit of hitting the letter of a matrix and then clicking New Matrix. And then we're going to sub in our various pieces of information inside the matrix. If you want a larger matrix, smaller matrix, you can always adjust them here. And so now we have our matrix A. And we're going to create a new line. And we're going to do, let's say, matrix B. New matrix. Add in our values. And from here, we can multiply. We can add. Oops. And we get our various different matrices. What I like about this compared to, say, a TI 83 or 84 calculator is that I can go back and see my original matrices that I created. So in the calculator, you can't see what you had originally. Here, everything that you've done in the past is still here and present for you to do. So then if we get into, let's say we want to find the determinant of matrix A, all we type in is determinant A, and we get the determinant is 10. Say we want to do the inverse of A. Type it in, it's going to give us our inverse. And then if you want to convert it to a fraction, we'll hit this button and we're given our fraction. And at this point, if students want to see what happens when we multiply A and the inverse A, we see that we get the identity matrix. So you can use this quite a bit with just having them explore different properties of matrices, and just kind of reviewing how to do 2x2 matrices by hand. But then when the students start talking about using technology for anything greater than a 2x2, we now have this awesome tool to do that. So now I want to look at if we are given a systems of equations, and we're going to type this in here. So let's give this, we'll call it C, new matrix, and we want a 3x3 because we have 3 variables, 3 equations. So we'll type in our information. And then we also want a matrix for our solutions. So we're going to call this D. And we want this a 3x1. Type these in. And so now if we want students to identify what X, Y, and Z are, we can do inverse of C times D, and we get our solutions 1, 3, 2. This is their first time working, for the most part, with 3 variables. So one option is providing students the opportunity of looking at what this means in terms of 3 dimension. So if you go to Desmos, let's put my screen again. We go into Desmos, Math Tools, 3D Calculator. We can type in our equations. And again, I wouldn't live in this, but it's something that you can show them since they really haven't seen equations in 3 dimensions like this. And so here we can see what these planes look like on our three-dimensional graph. And since we know what the solution is, 1, 3, 2, it'll show us our point that we just created. Zoom in a little bit. And for some reason, it's not showing up. Let me type it in again. I just did this. Sorry, y'all. Oh, there it is. So here they can see the coordinate 1, 3, 2 and see the intersects the three planes. So they can look at it from a couple of different views. You can see that that point is where all three intersect. So it's just kind of a cool thing to show them. They really haven't explored much with 3-dimension. They haven't seen a 3-dimensional grid. So to give them an opportunity to see what this looks like, along with the 3 variables and how to graph that. So really just wanted to show you guys the Desmos matrix calculator, but also if you've never really played around with the Desmos 3D one, it's pretty awesome to check out. Just kind of gives just a different perspective for students. So let us know if you have any questions. Thanks for joining.